The Roman Empire, one of the most influential and powerful civilizations in human history, began as a small settlement along the Tiber River in central Italy, where the early Romans, influenced by neighboring Etruscan and Greek cultures, developed innovative political structures, religious practices, and social systems that laid the foundation for their remarkable expansion. Initially a monarchy, Rome transitioned to a republic around 509 BCE, establishing a complex system of checks and balances with consuls, the Senate, and popular assemblies that allowed for citizen participation, albeit limited to certain classes, while fostering military discipline and civic duty that became central to Roman identity. And as Rome expanded across the Italian peninsula, it engaged in a series of wars with neighboring city-states and tribes, gradually unifying the region under Roman law and governance, which not only ensured stability but also facilitated trade, infrastructure development, and cultural exchange, creating a sense of shared identity among diverse peoples. The Republic, however, faced internal challenges, including social inequality between patricians and plebeians, political corruption, and conflicts over land and wealth, which led to a series of reforms, popular uprisings, and civil wars, most famously the rise of influential generals such as Julius Caesar, whose military conquests in Gaul and political maneuvers led to the eventual end of the Republic and the emergence of the Roman Empire under Augustus in 27 BCE, marking the beginning of a period of unprecedented territorial expansion, economic prosperity, and cultural achievements that became known as the Pax Romana, a two-century era of relative peace and stability that saw the construction of iconic monuments like the Colosseum, aqueducts, and roads, as well as advancements in art, literature, philosophy, law, and engineering that continue to influence modern society. The empire stretched from Britain in the northwest to Mesopotamia in the east, and from the Rhine and Danube rivers in Europe to the deserts of North Africa, encompassing diverse cultures, languages, and traditions that were integrated through Roman administration, taxation, and the promotion of Roman citizenship, which created a sense of unity and loyalty among the conquered peoples. Although the underlying tensions and disparities between the wealthy elite and the lower classes persisted, occasionally erupting into revolts and uprisings, while Rome's military remained the backbone of its power. Disciplined legions, advanced tactics, and strategic fortifications allowed the empire to defend its borders and project power across vast distances. Yet over time, a combination of internal decay and external pressures began to challenge the empire's resilience. Political instability, with frequent changes of emperors, civil wars, and power struggles weakened central authority, while economic troubles such as over-reliance on slave labor, inflation, heavy taxation, and a declining agricultural base eroded the empire's financial stability, and social issues including moral decline, class disparity, and diminishing civic responsibility further undermined cohesion. Simultaneously, the empire faced mounting threats from barbarian tribes along its frontiers, including the Goths, Vandals, Huns, and others, whose incursions, migrations, and invasions were facilitated by Rome's inability to maintain strong defenses and respond effectively to multiple simultaneous threats, culminating in events such as the sack of Rome by the Visigoths in 410 CE and by the Vandals in 455 CE. symbolizing the empire's declining authority. The administrative division of the empire into eastern and western halves in the late 3rd century CE, intended to improve governance and defense, led to divergent fates. The Western Roman Empire, plagued by economic decline, political turmoil, and continuous invasions, ultimately fell in 476 CE, while the Eastern Roman Empire, later known as the Byzantine Empire, preserved Roman traditions and governance for nearly 1,000 years, demonstrating the complexity of Rome's legacy. The fall of the Western Roman Empire did not mark the end of Roman influence, as Roman law, language, Latin, architecture, engineering, religious practices, and cultural ideals persisted across Europe and the Mediterranean, profoundly shaping medieval and modern civilizations. Analyzing the rise and fall of Rome provides critical insights into the factors that contribute to the longevity and decline of empires, including the interplay of military might, political structures, economic management, social cohesion, and cultural integration, as well as the consequences of overexpansion, administrative complexity, and internal divisions. And today, the Roman Empire serves not only as a historical case study but also as a source of inspiration, cautionary lessons, and enduring fascination for scholars, students, and enthusiasts worldwide, highlighting the remarkable achievements of human civilization while reminding us of the fragility of even the most powerful societies. As the Romans demonstrated extraordinary innovation in governance, law, military strategy, and urban planning, yet ultimately could not overcome the cumulative pressures of internal weaknesses and external threats, making their story both a testament to human ingenuity and a warning of the impermanence of political power. And thus the history of Rome, from its humble origins to its vast empire and eventual disintegration, remains one of the most compelling narratives in human history, offering endless opportunities for exploration, education, and reflection on how societies rise, thrive, and eventually decline in the face of inevitable challenges.